What's going on, guys? This is Miasin. So not too long ago, we got a new Labyrinth monster by the name of Lady of the Labyrinth, level 8 Dark Fiend monster, 3k attack, 2900 defense, and very fantastic effects, multiple of them. And I'm going to be making a revamped version of my old combos and deck profile. I'm actually going to be showing you guys both the combos for this deck as well as the deck profile in one single video. And this is really something that hurts me a lot. So if this video cannot get 1000 likes, I will no longer be doing this at all, but if this video can get 1000 likes, I will always do this moving forwards. So yeah, before this video starts, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. And again, if this video can also get to 1000 likes, I will be making a live stream on this deck. And now let's jump right into it. So combo number 1 out of 3, I have the Ariana and Shade Brigandine. Look at what I can do. So step number 1, I'm going to be going normal summon Ariana in order to search the new monster, the Lady of the Labyrinth, and then special summon it. And now I'm going to be setting and activating the Shade Brigandine, which triggers the Lady of the Labyrinth so I can set any normal trap card from my deck. And that's going to be a very nasty one by the name of Eradicator Epidemic Virus, because Lady of the Labyrinth just happens to be a dark monster with a very high attack and defense stats, so it fits the bill for both Eradicator Virus and Deck Devastation Virus, but also Full Force Virus if that ever comes up. And now I'm going to be activating, well, obviously this already activated. I'm going to be making Time Thiever Doer, pass turn there, and then on my opponent's turn I can use my Virus, whatever. It really doesn't really matter when I use it, but what is extremely important is how I was able to completely cuck my opponent with only 2 cards, and I still have 3 other cards to play with, and obviously this deck doesn't really lose to Nibiru or any of that because it's a control deck, not really a combo deck. So just hand traps in general don't really do anything against this deck. That's it for combo number 1. Already off to a very good start. Let's get right into combo number 2 now. Alrighty, so now I'm going first look at my hand. Ariana with the Cooklock and Lady of the Labyrinth. I'm going to be going normal summon the Ariana in order to get my hands on the Welcome Labyrinth, and I'm going to be special summoning the Lady, and then use the effect of Cooklock. So basically, when you discard it, you can use a normal trap card during the turn it was set, well, only if you control a Labyrinth monster. So I'm going to be using this Welcome Labyrinth right away, and I'm going to be triggering the Lady of the Labyrinth so I can set the Archfiend Glitch. This is going to be very relevant soon enough. And I'm going to be special summoning the Silver Castle, which is going to reset back the Welcome Labyrinth, and I'm going to pass turn there, so again, only summon 3 times. Nibiru is non-existent, man. And even when I search, I only really search once. The other cards, I'm kind of special summoning them from the deck and resetting back cards from my graveyard to the field. I do that a lot. But anyways, look at how I can interrupt my opponent to the death. My opponent normal summons the Stella, and then I'm going to be going Archfiend Glitch, target to destroy, and then Foolish a Fiend monster. Very similar to Fiend Griefing. And now I'm going to be triggering the Lady of the Labyrinth so I can basically set a trap card again every single turn, on your own turn, on your opponent's turn. This card is absolutely disgusting, and also while you control a set card, this card cannot be targeted or destroyed by opponent's card effects. Ridiculous. And it's so hard to like jump over because the stats are ridiculously high. But yeah, anyways, I'm going to be chaining the Welcome Labyrinth so I can summon the Ariane, not the Ariana. So the counterpart to Ariana. And I'm going to be setting basically any normal trap card. Doesn't really matter too much. The Stella dies and I Foolish for King Backjack. And look at these chain links, man. Chaining freaking 4, man. Chaining 1, chaining 2, chaining 3, chaining 4. Going to be stacking my deck so I know what I'm going to be drawing, and I also know what I'm going to be setting with a Backjack, and I also get to destroy any card in, well, a random card in my opponent's hand. So now I was like, you know what, I'm going to be drawing these 2 hand traps, and I'm going to be setting the trap card that was the 3rd card, which is the trap trick in this situation, just off of a random hand that I was able to play with. A 3-card hand, I draw 2 cards on my opponent's turn, I destroy a card on the field, destroy 1 card on the hand. I have freaking 2 back rows. One of them I can actually use right away. A huge amount of monsters that will definitely apply lethal damage on board next turn. So this deck snowballs advantage at the speed of light. It's not even funny. Alrighty, this is combo number 3. I'm actually going second this time. This is against Splight. So my opponent has Dark Beckoning Beast, Double Imperm, Veiler, and Splight Smashers. And I have technically 0 hand traps, but at the same time, I kind of do, man. I have Bigfoot in my hand in a way that is a hand trap, and you're gonna see why soon enough, because my opponent summons the Gigantic Splight. I'm gonna be like, okay, I'll be using Cooklock now, and then I'll be chaining my my Chandra, discard the Bigfoot, and I'm going to be able to do a lot here. This is gonna be ridiculously nasty. So I set the Welcome Labyrinth because of the Chandra, and then the Cooklock makes it so I can use it if I control the Labyrinth monster, which I do, thanks to Lady of the Labyrinth. And now I'm going to be able to destroy that Gigantic Splight, And I'm going to be able to recycle back the Kukulok. So I have a discard with the Stove, and I'm going to be able to chain the Lady of the Labyrinth to my Welcome Labyrinth so I get the Archfiend Glitch. And this is going to be summoning any Labyrinth monster from my deck, which is going to be the Ariana. I'm going to be setting another Welcome Labyrinth, and I'm going to be searching for the Field Spell, because again, this also has a Monster Reborn effect and a Pop effect. This Field Spell is actually really nasty. Anyways, I draw for turn, doesn't really matter what I draw, activate the Field Spell, and now, even though my opponent has double Imperm and Veiler, I still have a 100% chance to kill my opponent, so look at this, man. Attack for 16, attack for 3k. Still on battle phase, activate Welcome Labyrinth, chain my Lady of the Labyrinth, get my Archfiend Glitch, even though this doesn't really have to resolve, so it's not like this card can get impermed because I have back row, so this cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. I already said that. And now I'm going to be summoning the Silver Castle, destroy my own Lady of the Labyrinth, which is going to be triggering the effect of the Silver Castle in order to destroy any card in my opponent's hand or field without targeting again, and this draws a card and can summon a fiend monster from my hand. And Chainlink 3 is going to be the Stovey to recycle itself back, and the Chandra as well, and the Welcome Labyrinth. So Chainlink 5, and now I'm getting Imperm, but it doesn't really matter. Double Impermed, I mean, do you really think I care? Oh no, I won't be able to draw a card on the battle phase and destroy a card from your hand. It really doesn't change anything, because now I have 29, and I'm going to be, again, using Archfiend Glitch to destroy another card, and that's going to be able to revive, allow me to revive back a fiend monster from my grave. I'm going to be sending the Backjack with the Archfiend Glitch and revive back the Lady of the Labyrinth. So even though I started my battle phase with not even that much damage on board, I was able to summon two monsters that are worth 5,900 damage while I was attacking my opponent. So that's actually ridiculously crazy. And I was going second with technically 0 hand traps outside of Chandra / Stovey and Bigfoot. Insane. Alrighty, so this is the deck profile, and before we proceed, friendly reminder to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate you in advance, and now let's get right into it. So I am playing 2 copies of the new card, which is Lady of the Labyrinth. This card is just so freaking good, man. I love it. I even want to consider playing this in Cyber Dragons. Hey yo, 1,000 likes and you will see that happening, by the way. Cyber Dragon Labyrinth, man. If you're not smashing the like button, what are you doing anyways? But yeah, 1 Silver Castle, I think 1 copy is way more than enough because it doesn't really summon itself from the hand, so it's not the best card to draw. And then 1 Ariane, this is very neggy because if you want to use its Tour Guide-esque effect, you have to get rid of a normal trap card from your hand or field to the grave. It's not the best, but yeah. Nah, I'd rather just draw Ariana than draw Ariane. And yeah, 3 Ariana, speaking of the devil, it's the Stratos of the deck, ridiculously overpowered. 2 Chandra, even though 3 is also doable. And 2 Stovey, 3 is also, again, doable, especially if you're main decking Bigfoot, which is not too bad, but I don't know if I necessarily recommend it. You'd rather just play, like, conventional hand traps at this point, like 3 Ash, 3 Veiler, 3 Imperm, and I'm also playing a lot of consistency cards as well. But yeah, I am playing the Backjack because it's a very good card to Foolish with Archfiend Glitch, and it allows you to get your hands on a potential trap card. And also, stacking cards with Backjack makes it so you know what you're going to be drawing with the Ariane and Ariana when a monster leaves the field by your trap card. So yeah, remember that these cards are draw 1s whenever that happens. And again, being able to set a card is ridiculously crazy. And Kukulok is that cute one of that comes up sometimes, but not all the time. That's the reason why it's a one of. But yeah, anyways, 3 Extravagance, 2 Prosperity, 2 Field Spells. This is not the kind of field spell that deserves to be played as a 4 of because it's not like a Hidden City or Union Hanger. If it's searched on activation, then this deck would be tier 1. It wouldn't be like a cute rogue deck that, I would be making casual videos about. I would actually be hyping the shit out of this deck if this field spell searched on activation. But that is not the case, unfortunately. Anyways, 3 Archfiend Glitch, this card is ridiculously good. And it's not once per turn, I can't believe it, man. Target any card on the field, destroy it. And then Foolish, a Fiend Monster. So freaking sick, man. Anyways, 3 Welcome Labyrinth, 3 Imperm, 2 Ice Dragon's Prison, 1 Trap Trick, and 2 Ligma Punishment. For the extra deck, I can't really justify much outside of the fact that I'm really trying to play 3 Entis. Wind Pegasus at Ignister doesn't really matter. And then the monsters that you actually can summon that might come up are Wave King Caesar with the King Tail and the Machina, because you want to have a 4 material Machina so you can use the effect twice. Something like that, I forgot. Thrice, actually, because you steal 2 monsters, so yeah, this is gonna be a really fat Machina, and then you can have like a 10 billion material Zeus, which is extremely funny, KW. Anyways, Baguska, Exciton Knight, Evil Storm Nightmare, and Rhapsody in Berserk. These are also very easy to summon under the lock of Welcome Labrynth. That stipulates that you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck or the deck until the end of the next turn, except for Fiend monsters. And for the idea section, the majority of these cards are very self-explanatory as well. Bigfoot because of the combo number 3 that I showed you guys, where you can discard it off of the Stovey and Chandra in order to destroy a card your opponent controls. Thunderbird could also work, but it's less good than Bigfoot. And then yeah, Nessie if you want to be able to like resolve both, and then like it's actually less good. I'd rather just play Bigfoot at this point. Token Collector, this is easy to foolish with the Archfiend glitch, so this is actually very insane to play in this deck. Farfast, same logic. It's like Fiend Griefing, so you might as well at this point. I have DD Crow. I don't know why this is here. Time Thief or Doer. Oh, there you go. That was the card that was supposed to be there because 14 card extra deck is kind of sus NGL. Dugaris is also playable. It's another Fiend. What the frick is Nadir Servant doing here? Shade Brigandine, whatever. I mean, it's not like super reliable because unless you draw like Shade and Ariana, it's not super great. And yeah, Metaverse, Eradicator Virus, Deck Dev, Full Force Virus, D-Barrier, Different Dimension Ground, Artifact Sanctum, all these normal trap cards that are just like turn skippers basically. You could definitely consider them in the side deck or even the main deck depending on the situation. And this quick play spell, Labrynth setting, is actually pretty interesting, but it's a little hard to like resolve, so I don't really recommend it too much. Yeah, anyways, that's pretty much it for this Labrynth combo video and deck profile. Let me know your thoughts about this deck in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys very soon. Peace.